G'day, Yummy Cheese Man here to take you through the OCE Championship playoffs. This might be a little bit late, but better late than never. Of course, I'm definitely a super organized person, but hopefully you can find out a little bit more about what is happening tomorrow at 11 a.m. AEDT is when it begins. That is 5 p.m. PST for those who are overseas and wanting to find out. This season there's no top 6 playoffs for OCE, just the top 4 teams from League Play go to the Regional Championship. That's a double elimination. Best of 7s, which is nice. It means it will be a big day with lots of big matches when we get to the finals in, not this weekend, but the weekend after. But interestingly enough, this has put us into some interesting scenarios. We've got 2 teams undefeated, 2 teams below them. Basically, they all come in pairs. It's very simple, so this video should be nice and quick. As we start with Chiefs and Tainted Minds, both of them undefeated, both of them 5-0. They get to verse each other this week to find out who is potentially the top team. Now, we're looking at Chiefs this season and see that they have equalized with Dignitas's current record in EU. They have only dropped a single game across the season. Last season, when they went completely undefeated, that time with Jake instead of Kami, they took 5 game losses across the season, so it might be an even better league play for them this season than it was the last. But they're both guaranteed top 2. They're versing each other to probably determine who's first seed, but the slight favour is still in Chiefs, as Tainted Minds has dropped a couple of extra games across the season. Up next we have Justice Esports and SYF Gaming, both on 3 apiece, 3 wins and 3 losses, and they are going to be versing each other in the final match of the day, which will determine who goes into the top 4 finals. Now, both of these teams, we haven't seen them in here before. SYF Gaming have one player, Delusion, who was in the finals last season. He was in Legacy. So this is exciting no matter who gets it through. But winner will go through. The loser doesn't necessarily get knocked out, because they have tiebreakers with Legacy and Order. If Legacy or Order both win, or either one, and both of them can't, if either of them win both their series, then unfortunately the loser of this one will get knocked out. But if both of them or either of them only win one, it will go to tiebreakers, and they are slightly favourable here in the tiebreakers. They have a slightly better game win-loss record. And in terms of the 2 teams, Legacy lost to Justice, so they want SYF to win, and Order lost to SYF, so they want Justice to win in terms of that ever so slight edge that you might get in the head-to-head tiebreaker. Legacy and Esports and Order are down here as the 3rd pair. Now, this is a very disappointing result for both of these teams. Legacy Esports went 2nd through last league play. They were the clear 2nd best team last season. They've fallen all the way down here to 2 and 3 results. Now, 2 of those losses were Chiefs and Tainted Minds, who aforementioned went undefeated throughout the season. But Order have got to still verse Tainted Minds this week. So it's a much more difficult run for Order to get the 2 wins that they require to guarantee themselves into the finals. And they have to verse each other. So both of them can't make it. Only one can possibly make it, unlike the previous pair that we talked about. And the way that I see it right now, it looks likely to be Legacy, as Order have to verse Tainted Minds and have to verse Legacy. It might come down to that match, because if Order beat Legacy, then it gets very interesting with a 3-way tie, potentially, between Order, Legacy, and the loser of SYF and Justice. Finally, the unfortunates. At least Ground Zero got to avoid the meme of Ground 07, but 1 and 5 is not great, considering they came through the group stage qualifier first in their group. They beat Tainted Minds in that group after a long, grueling day. So we had high hopes for Ground Zero coming into this. Avant Gaming took a series off Order, which is part of the reason why Order are so low at the moment. But these guys, neither of them can do better than 6. They can't make the regional finals. And honestly, with their matchups, especially for Avant Gaming, who have to verse Chiefs this week, I can't really see them even getting the series win. In fact, with Avant Gaming up against Chiefs, I fully expect that they'll come out last place. Ground Zero have to verse Legacy. There's a potential for upset there, which could put them in that 6th place, which gets them an extra $1,000 US. Here in OCE, that's a big deal. That's that's adding an extra 33% to the prize money from 8th place. So that could make a big difference for them. But unfortunately, I think both of these teams will be very disappointed with their season. Thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow for League Play.